The following is a fan-based discussion. All materials discussed are property of Toei Inc., Bandai, Hasbro, Saban Entertainment, and Subaru Productions. Welcome back, everyone, to the Tokucast Bottom Ten Show.
Bottom 10.
In this case.
You good?
Am I?
Top 10 to bottom 10.
That's not the worst word club I've done, you know it.
Nope.
That was the greatest rap you've ever done.
The group. Alright, bottom 10. Worst Sentai finale.
Yes.
Yep.
The worst of the worst. Let's get through
We
this.
did the best. Now we'll do the worst.
Once again. Number 10, Battle Fever J.
You shot the heart, didn't you?
Stab the heart.
Stabbed the heart, didn't you?
And you were to blame.
Did something to the heart, didn't you?
And you gave Battle Fever a bad day.
And I love that show. But the ending is just like, why? We just watched Salome get crushed by a ceiling.
And it was very anticlimactic.
And then they just stabbed the heart, and that's the end of it. Now you gotta remember, Battle Fever is a really wacky show.
No shit.
And it's fun to watch, but even this ending where we're just like, what is this? We just watched a lady in a suit with some hair coming off of her stab a heart. And it was the weirdest thing that we could have saw from this show.
You stabbed the heart. I swear, that still gets me.
It's so good though.
Very
because
first
it's so bad.
very first Tokucast review, and we're still referencing it.
It's so good, even though it's so bad.
It is.
It's hilarious.
But it's still
very
very bad.
It's like, this show had so many things. I still remember watching the subs for this, and there was something where you see the Battle Fever members talking to some kids, and the subs were like, inspirational speech about doing something.
Oh my goodness.
I loved it! It was like, I love a certain level of laziness, because that's funny.
That's like JoJo Duong kind of stuff.
But it was so good, and it fit so well.
Inspirational speech about doing something.
Because you saw all the kids just looking up at the Battle Fever members, and the Battle Fever members are just like, it's so great. Go watch I think Kiss Station still has it. I know some people have problems with Kiss Station, not gonna blame you, but go watch that. Just because of just that. And
I still kind of hold a grudge against Battle Fever for, you know that white guy we met 20 minutes ago? Turns out he's dead. And you're supposed to be sad about it.
And then she goes and runs off, looks at the sea,
and just screams, Papa!
and then you never see her again until they have to transform. And then they got rid of her and replaced her with a much better character.
Yeah.
She was great. Number 9.
Number 9, Gyoranger.
Boring.
It's very, very
You said
boring.
it best.
It's extremely boring. I didn't feel really any attachment to it. Wild Force did it better.
It was really...
Wild
Force had a great ending. But it was really hard to make this list because most of the, 80% of the ones that are on this list are... How did it end again? Because they were so bad they weren't memorable.
Mm-hmm.
And the one that's at the top of this list is memorable for all the worst reasons.
Or all the right reasons.
No. Next.
All the infamous reasons.
There you go.
Number 8, we have Gohanger.
I hate this show.
The show is bad.
The show is awful.
Come at me. But it's just... It's not memorable, at all.
Because the show's not memorable.
It's just...
No, it's memorable once again for all the wrong reasons.
True.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it gives us one thing and that leads us to the team up with Shinkenger. But at the same time, it's just I'm bored by this.
I'm either bored or pissed by this, and neither of those are good.
Yeah. I don't like it.
It also doesn't help that I went into Gokaiger with the perspective of what I saw from an Gokaiger, and that's not a good perspective. There's a portal in the sky. Trampoline.
It's just, I don't like the characters. I don't like, the only characters I like are the wings.
Yeah.
But it's just like this.
I almost forgot that scene existed until you brought it up just now.
I will never forget that scene existed.
Oh boy, I completely forgot that happened, but you're totally right.
We're just here and I'm not excited for it.
Trampoline.
Plus side though, we're actually this is a minus side. We're close to doing it.
We're close to the review as of recording this.
Yep.
It'll be right after Kiba. Yeah, dude.
Who's next? I would say I want to go to a better topic.
Yeah, I just wish they
did
a little bit better, but it comes down to at the end of Gokaiger, do you like these people? If not, here we are.
And here we are again. And number 7 with Mask Man. Tube!
I don't like this show.
Why?
It's so red focused. This is actually what Kyoryuger did, but a little bit better because there was an established relationship.
He didn't get the girl in the end, right?
No,
left.
she left.
We spent the entire fucking series,
the
entire fucking series on these two lovebirds, and I use that term very loosely, and then he doesn't get the girl. Fuck you.
I think it's just,
not to say that they always have to get the girl, it's just...
But when that's the focus of the whole show...
It'd be nice if we cared that he got the girl or not.
True, I'll give you that.
That's more
it's
my
just
problem.
like saying, we're gonna get the girl, we gotta go save her. We saved her, and she goes, peace out. Fuck you.
I got other stuff to do. I'm in another castle.
She has to
rebuild.
I have to rebuild this tube that you destroyed.
Yeah. I actually have to go to another castle.
I would bang my head against this table, but they'll yell at me.
Yeah, we will.
I'm being gentle.
Alright, but yeah, Masked Man had a lot of issues with it. Like, yeah, the fights are good and everything, but the character is -2. Yeah, Yellow and Blue just themselves were really the only two really good things about this show.
Yeah, absolutely. And the suits were great.
So the ending was just subpar at best.
Yeah, just like the rest of the show. Number 6, we got Dairanger.
There was no hope for this show. I'm saying it. This show had no hope. Wizard couldn't save this even if he tried.
But yeah.
Zetsu.
It just... I don't like the ending of the show.
We didn't like
the show, period.
We didn't like the middle of the show either. I would say we didn't like the beginning, middle, the end, but we liked the beginning.
I liked the very, very beginning, but then the actual beginning started.
Yeah.
And it sucked.
Yeah. Like, to be fair, it's a 4-part season finale, so that does get a lot of lead up. But it's just like, at the end of it...
Was the payoff worth it?
No.
Then the lead up was stupid.
The payoff was never worth it.
Did not feel...
a damn thing.
Anything about the end of this show.
Aside from thank God it's over.
Yep. That's when you've made a bad show. When most people go, oh, thank God it's over.
Well, I like my stories to have endings, so I normally do say thank God it's over, but not in a negative context.
That's what I'm referring to in a negative context.
I know.
Next.
Number 5, Gingaman.
It just ends.
Yep.
It ends quickly.
It just sort of stops.
It ends really quickly. And that's sort of a prevailing problem with this show as a whole. Like, a lot of it's not bad, but then we end up getting to this ending, you're just like, man...
That happened.
That was, so tasty. But I just did not feel anything.
Hold on. The what?
Yep.
Okay.
I meant what I said. Yeah, it just doesn't really work that well. And the fights were okay, but it's just like it happens just a little bit too quickly. They wrap up a lot of things near the beginning of this episode. And, once again, it does have an ending arc, but it just doesn't feel like it had enough build up to where we got to. And especially because it's just like that.
Number 4, Kyoryuger.
You want me to do it?
Go ahead.
This show was fun. It was fun.
It was.
But this ending is awful. The fact that Red takes on the lead boss, by himself. No new power-up, no new form. By himself.
Not even morphed.
Oh, no, he morphs. He morphs into Carnival. But then...
at the very end.
And all he has to help him get through this... The only thing that's different is his friends are singing. The fuck?
Apparently they decided to just adapt the movie into an episode.
Because this is now Care Bears.
And then he jumps out of the fucking ship and lives because he's king. Of course he does, because it's Daigo Sentai King Ranger, go fuck yourself. I love Kyoryuger. I love it. It's one of my favorite Sentais, but God, I have to admit this ending is awful. It is everything wrong with this show in one episode. King is too powerful, King is too much focus on him, and then a romance that comes out of nowhere.
Literally.
And there was 2 other episodes.
I love you, Push.
There was 2 other episodes that mentioned it. Also, he was like, I would have loved if his response was, you're a teenager. Push.
You're not legal yet. Bye.
No, she was 19.
But still.
Push. But honestly, I would have preferred it if the 100 years special was the ending of the show. If that makes sense. I feel like if that was... the ending of the show instead of a separate movie.
Oh, okay.
I felt like that would have been a better ending than this one. That's my point. It would have been a better ending. Because it felt like so much more was wrapped up. Because Torian's, their mentor is dead.
Yeah.
And so you wonder what's going to happen. But apparently, I forgot her name. Candelaria takes over.
A.K.A. Asuna from SAO.
Yep. And then, but same voice actress, yeah.
I figured that's what you meant, but I didn't know that.
And she takes over and she's trying, and just
also,
the fact that, that ends with the fact that the Kyoryugers are still going to live on through her, and then you see Torian snap, and it makes her think she can do the snap too. I thought it was a better ending. As our old acting professor told us, it put more of a button on it.
Put a button on it.
So, as opposed to...
Even a blind monkey with a stick could have come up with a better ending than this. Is another thing he might have said.
Great, decent show, horrible ending. Let's move on.
To Ninninger, which is number 3.
I hated everything about the fucking end of the show.
Marcus got this one.
Nothing mattered.
He hit 0 to 60 like that.
Nothing mattered at the end. It's like I felt,
Ninninger.
once again, no connection to any of these characters.
Nope.
The ending fight felt wasted. Kyoryuger just wasn't,
It was
Kyoryuger,
boring.
Yeah, it was boring.
It was so boring.
After a little while, you're just like, who?
And that final shot, was it of Red sitting in the fucking tree?
And then them all, no, because the whole thing is, remember, they were all fighting for that, magical ninja star at the end of it. And then just like, it turns out the entire time we were the ninja star. Get the fuck out. Who are you? You're a terrible actor, for one. The only two characters who could have even been even parts of that ninja star were Pink and Gold. And the rest of you were just like, I'm here too. But then no one still cared about you. The ending of this show was pointless, boring, and then they still brought Kyoryuger back later in their movie as a green one.
Well, if there's any positive, there's this. It ended Ninninger.
Hated
The only thing I had going for it.
Damn it, Ninninger was a
It
bad
had to
Thank
end at
God
some
this
point.
show is over.
No, we never have to talk about... Oh, wait.
We have about a year. We have about a year and some change before we get to it. So we got a while.
But let's go from boring and pointless to boring and pointless. What's number 2?
Zyuohger.
Oh my God!
It's bad when you give something to
Zyuohger, like Kyoryuger, Zyuohger, not a bad show.
but the ending...
But then the ending happened.
That whole fight against the cute guy ended way too quickly.
And
See, it had a cool scene of the Zyuohger running on like the building pieces at the guy, but I'm just like, it really.
But the way they beat him is such an ass pull.
It would have been a lot better.
Like War of the Worlds ass pull.
Yeah.
Although I don't know, I'm not a big fan of it.
It's like they just a lot of it went too quickly.
From the moment they breathed our air and drank all water.
Yeah, but that's how the book ends, though.
But then at the end of it,
That's how the book ends.
Yeah, but that's also how the movie. I'm just saying it's an ass pull.
at the end of it,
Who
it's
knows
just like
what H.G. Wells was
it would
thinking
have been
about that.
better. It would have been better if they did something with the cute guy more.
Yeah.
It's just like they didn't really bring out the fact that he was the one who destroyed everything in Zyuohger all those years ago until near the very end of the series. And then you're just like, okay, now what?
And then they beat him. Okay.
And then they beat him.
Now what?
And then let's talk about Narya.
We have to.
They wasted her. She had no potential. She had less potential than Ghost, and that was the whole point of his show. And that had no potential.
Oh, God.
So here
Less
we
potential
are
than Ghost.
at the end of this, where Narya just gets destroyed, and I'm sitting here like, I have zero emotional attachment to this character. And then they beat the big bad, and they're just like, I'm just a whole bunch of amoebas.
He's not kidding.
Oh, I know.
Like, they literally turned him into Cell. And I was just like...
Except Cell was better.
He's great.
Son of an Emerald Core.
He's great.
Starting again.
Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
I need to rewatch that.
He's the king of roasts, but I just don't like the ending of Zyuohger. And then they're just like, hey, we're just going to go ahead and merge the human world and the Zyuohger world into one place. And next thing you know...
Clearly nothing bad could ever happen from this.
Zyuohger the world is dating some random animal chick, and I'm just like, alright.
Okay, that got creepy real fast.
No, I didn't even care about that, and I'm just like, alright. None of it really mattered at the end of it. We started to watch the 100 years, the 10 years. No, some other
100 year, 10 year,
12,
110 years
I'll
after.
divide it by 10 at some point. But
The 1 year after special.
The ending of Zyuohger just isn't that good.
but it's not the worst.
But it's not the worst. And number 1 hurts us because it's Dairanger.
Okay, now here to be fair, we loved this show.
If it wasn't clear already from our review, from the fact that it's made it onto numerous of our best lists, in many of them, we do love Dairanger. However,
This is the worst finale of all Sentai.
It wouldn't have been so bad.
Trainwreck is being generous.
No, because everything leading up into the very end of that fight was great.
Yeah.
Them fighting, I can't remember.
We're specifically kind of talking about the last 10 minutes.
As well.
The whole thing we find out
That's more the Trainwreck I was thinking of.
that they were all made of clay.
They were all made of clay.
They were all clay dolls.
They were all clay dolls.
Clay dolls.
Clay dolls.
Precisely.
But we don't know who made them, and why.
That's the main thing. When an ending
What?
raises
More questions than it does
Here's
answers.
the thing. When, I just saw Annihilation, so my brain is kind of on this subject. When a sci-fi series asks more questions than it answers, sometimes that is okay. Sometimes it's okay. In this case, is one of those where it
Also,
did
it's
work.
not a sci. It's more of a fantasy than a sci-fi, in my opinion.
Fair enough.
It is.
So, no, and if the movie
When
versus series.
stories in general, I'll say that. Then.
Fair enough.
The biggest problem is the fact that we had such a lead up. But because of that, it didn't feel like it was really worth it at the end of it because we never really found out who made the garment.
Nope.
So you're just like...
And if that wasn't bad enough, we get a 50-year time skip.
Where everyone is wearing horrible, cheap makeup. And
we're halfway there, by the way. If we don't get them again for 25, for 50, I'm going to be upset.
But
it's been 25 years since Dairanger, so...
First of all, ow. Ow.
Still a great show until the very end. But yeah, when a show raises up more questions than answers, you're just like, okay, who made them? That's the big thing. That's really it. Who made them?
Who made them? Why did they make them? What was their goal?
Why all these interpersonal relationships?
Why did none of the other monsters ever acknowledge that there was a higher power?
Yeah.
Did they even know there was a higher power?
They all thought it was the Emperor.
Behind their existence.
They all thought it was the Emperor.
Yeah, and apparently not. Apparently it was some other thing that is yet to be seen. But we will never know. There.
Get the hell up. Now, yeah.
Those are our least favorite Sentai finales. Do you agree? Do you disagree? As always, let us know in the comments. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, everything that's on the end card.
What is your pain?
What is your least favorite Sentai finale? What do you think is the worst?
Please let us know.
We would love to read these. But, as always, this has been the Tokucast Top 10 Show. We'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.